Hello, hello. It's Tanglewood Sue and
Accidental Agnes
coming to you live from Delaware. This is our view at the house that we're staying at here in Delaware. Isn't this nice? We are, Agnes and I are here. We're going to talk tonight about preparing and starting our trip. And our host, Jayne of Jayne's Reliable, friend, Sonia, was gracious enough to put us up in her home. And here we are enjoying a nice little relaxing, oh look, Agnes is watching, moment. Here we are. Hi guys, how are you?
How's everyone?
Everybody
You'll have
good?
to excuse the bedhead.
We have, I know, look at us, hold on. We didn't get ready. Hey Paige, how are you? So, here's what we wanted to kind of, all right, I'm not gonna be able to hold it this long. Let's see, maybe we can go kind of like that on my knees. Okay, we're gonna be really close up tonight because we don't have a tripod.
I'm trying to fall asleep on her shoulder.
Oh, I know. All right, so we're exhausted.
Yeah.
We're so tired,
Who'd
and we
have thought?
haven't taught yet. So Agnes and I were both talking about the fact that there's something about getting out of your day-to-day routine that's so good, but like both of our bodies, as soon as we got away from work, even though we're here kind of for my work,
Right.
we both collapsed. We were like out of the vortex of DC, and we're both at lunch like, yeah, do you want to go shopping? Let's go
eat.
Let's go eat and take a nap. That's your thrilling live for this evening. Agnes and Sue are going to talk about sleep. No, it is uncanny. It's kind of like when you finish a great big project and all of a sudden you get sick.
Oh God.
All
yes.
the time. Or your first day on vacation and you get the flu.
Mm-hmm.
It's like our body's way of going, oh, we're done?
Yeah.
Cool. Finish. So we are here. We did take a nap. We barely woke up in time.
Uh-huh.
I woke up and Agnes goes, we go live in 15 minutes. We're both like,
What?
putting on makeup. So yes, we are here in Dagsboro, Delaware. Lots of build-up here. I mean, construction and houses, and I'm not sure how I feel about that yet.
Yeah, there was one area that we passed by where it almost felt like townhouses or apartments, and everything was just like right up next to each other.
I know, like
that.
we're out in this beautiful
But,
farmland.
Why would I want to move? I live in an area like that already. Why would I want to move and retire somewhere like that?
It's just the way that construction is happening. I mean,
exactly. They want to put as much as they can.
Well,
go
ahead.
and get as much money as they can out of it.
Well, there is something about shared resources. I mean, having lived in co-housing for many years, I mean, there is something about, instead of taking up all of this land and infrastructure and with piping, on 50-acre lots,
Right.
to share the resources somewhat and not overtake, unless what happens is each parcel gets bought, and so you're taking it all up anyway.
Right.
Like if you're putting everybody here and then leaving open space, that actually makes a little bit more sense for the environment. But if you're clumping everybody together and then clumping everyone together and then clumping everyone together, it's like, yeah, I mean, I kind of dream of moving to an old beach town someday, but I don't know if one's going to exist by the time that I want to retire, with an old creaky screen door and going out. Like, I don't know, I might have to go to another country to find
Seriously.
that. Anyway, it is interesting.
Your own deserted island.
My own desert. How long would I last on a deserted island with no one to wave at or talk to? I would start talking to a beach ball. Are you kidding? We were looking at these farmhouses, and I was like, Agnes, could you live in one of these farmhouses? Yeah. And I was like, I would go batshit crazy. I love the idea of it. I would get in, I would unpack, I would repaint the house, I would do some craft projects, I'd learn how to make jam. Maybe I'd have Paige help me make jam. That jam is awesome, Paige. God, I've been eating the raspberry lime. So good on toast with sharp cheddar cheese.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Oh, that's how we do it.
Oh, she couldn't have brought it with her.
Sharp, the sweet and the savory together. I didn't pack any food.
It's a good thing I brought something.
So I think I would do all that, have some crafty time, and then I would look around and go, now what the fuck do I do?
Exactly. Where can I go?
Is there a festival? Where is everybody? Like
I want to travel once I retire.
Well, I do too. I do too. Actually, I have big news. My mom wants to give the kids a taste of Europe.
Nice.
And she is taking us on a cruise next summer.
Oh.
The whole frickin' family. 12-day cruise.
Wow.
Barcelona, Rome, and Greece.
Okay.
It's pretty damn exciting. And scary.
Yeah.
But, you know, I love my mom's outlook on these things because here's what she said. She's like, parts of this trip are going to suck. They're really going to suck. And we're going to have some awesome moments in between. And I'm just banking on those. Mm-hmm. She's so good like that. She doesn't set the expectation that we're going to have just this amazing... It's a cruise. I mean, you know, there's going to be a bit of a cattle call element to it. It's going to be hot because we have to go in the middle of the summer because of my sister and her kids. Like, I'm like, let's just take the kids out of school. They're going on a cruise to Europe. They'll learn something there.
Yeah.
But my sister's a little bit more traditional with her schooling. Well, even though she homeschooled for years.
Right.
So, whatever.
There's a lot to learn about.
I love her.
European history, art.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Music.
And my mom and I are like, we're having this debate, like, please, 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 not in the summer, not in the summer. But we couldn't figure out any other way to do it. So we are going on July 4th.
And so to tie it back to what this topic started out as.
Oh, yeah.
All the planning that goes into a trip like that.
So yes, we're planning a year out. So what we wanted to talk to you, thank you for dialing us back there, Hoda. Did Hoda and Kathy Lee break up? Is that what I heard?
Maybe.
Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. I don't watch daytime TV, so I don't know.
I don't either.
Okay, but you brought us back around. So the planning, guys. If you're not a planner, have a planning partner. Yeah. I'm a different kind of planner. So basically, Karen, Jayne called me, I guess about 6 months ago, to let me know about this event tomorrow. So here's the tricky thing about teaching on location. First of all, my thoughts spinning like, oh my God, I have so much to teach, so much. But you got to dial it down, you got to dial it back, and you got to go, I'm going to have people who've never picked up a paintbrush. I'm going to have people who want to show off their mad skills because they've picked it up a few times. I'm going to have people who want to learn something new, and anything's going to be new. And then I'm going to have people who are like, I've done that, and I've done that, and I've done that. So you've got to plan a class that can straddle all these levels. You've got to have a product they can take away. I think when you're doing an away class like this, I don't think it's enough personally to just say we're going to learn a process today.
Right.
I think these people want to take away. So Agnes and I researched. But we both have very different ways of planning, although I think we're both planners.
Right.
But I plan it like I'm here. Like I have the whole day. I've already done the whole day in my head. She puts it on paper. And how many texts did you send me last night?
Oh God, do I have to count?
You plan for here's the thing. Here's what's really good about both of us. I definitely plan for these events. I do not like to be like, oh God, we don't have this. I kind of have gone through it enough, but I'm also pretty practiced in this. I'm not nervous about it. And I've also had situations many times where I forgot something key and had to wing it without anybody knowing that I was winging it. So I've gotten pretty good at that. There was something I forgot that was pretty key for a class. And actually I was like, y'all excuse me for just 1 second. Brian, bring me the hairdryer right now. You know, and then a couple times I was like, well, I forgot that. I just changed the course of the class a little bit. But I did learn. But it's all here. But with you, though, you plan for everything that could go wrong.
Right. And that's From years of experience.
of everything going wrong?
Yes.
Or do you find that because you've planned for it, it doesn't go wrong?
A little bit of both, probably, to some degree, but there's been plenty of experiences where things have gone wrong. And I'm like, oh, crap. So I like to write it down because between my day job and then helping Sue with this as Accidental Agnes and knowing how prone I am to accidents, yes. I have to write things down, otherwise I won't remember.
Do you guys write things down, or do you save it here? Because, I mean,
I get distracted too easily, and I was like, oh, wait, shit, oh, man.
I guess, I mean, I think I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie, and that I will wing it, because there's almost that element that when I have maybe forgotten something, you're laughing, you're emojiing while you are so funny.
Oh, I did that?
Like, you're right here laughing. Paige plans in her head.
Okay.
Yep.
And Nick says, save it.
Yeah.
Save it.
I think there's an element in me that will not. I've gotten to know myself pretty well. I'm almost 50. I'm almost figuring some of this stuff out. Almost. We're getting to know each other up here this year, I feel like. Me and my brain. That will deliberately not overplan because there's some way that I get off on the adrenaline of solving a problem. Sometimes at the last minute, I'll get bored. If everything's going smoothly, everything's where it needs to be, I'm kind of like, what's the fun in that?
Yeah, so while I was alleviating some of her adrenaline,
yeah,
little did we know in the background
somebody else's was percolating.
Right, and it affected us.
That is true. So we
were like, oh.
We were fully prepared. We had all of our stuff packed. We went to like 4 different Lowe's to get all the plaques. We have all the paint ready. We had all the metallic stencils ready. We really planned it out, and we're gonna have a great class tomorrow.
We are.
And evidently we're in the big tent because we have so many people coming. So that's kind of a thrill. That's definitely a thrill. But yes, so we're all ready to go. I'm gonna drive up to Agnes's tonight. This was me talking last night, and we're gonna go from Baltimore over instead of through 50. And then I get a call last night from the organizer of the event today that her paint wasn't delivered.
Oh crap.
Her paint wasn't so she's got this huge amazing store. She's putting on this event promoting Debbie's DIY paint, and they lost the paint shipment.
Lost it?
Yeah, it really wasn't. I got a little bit more information from her today. I think everything was done right on Debbie's end, and then it went to a distributor, and then they lost something, and then they couldn't find it, and they weren't sure if it was in the Baltimore warehouse or here. And so I don't know who's at fault yet, but basically it's the day before this event with all these vendors, and they don't have paint.
Somebody somewhere is going to get this great deal for paint that fell off the truck.
I don't think that
Well,
there's a black market for chalk paint. But because we had our shit together and because we were ready, we could help Karen out, and she's so grateful. Oh my God, she couldn't stop hugging me. She was so grateful. So what we did is we took all of the quarts of Debbie's from my store. I don't have back stock. I just carry enough. Mm-hmm. And we grabbed every quart and we packed it and we brought it to the event. So if you come to the shop this weekend and you want to buy a quart of paint, please don't be mad at me. I was doing a solid for somebody else. I was like, let's just give her the biggest container of each paint so she has it for this weekend. So because you're going to get all these people excited about using this paint, and we're going to show them all how to use it, and then they're not going to be able to buy it. And it felt good to pay it forward. Like, you know, it does. And it feels good to help out a fellow DIY retailer. And so she's very appreciative. And I don't think we're the only ones. I think all the retailers around here came. It's kind of like a potluck. We all came with our paint. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's going to work out really well.
Community.
So you were talking about stealing. So you guys, here's what I think is really funny. My Shopify account was hacked.
Oh,
So
ouch.
you guys be careful if you have a Shopify account. I still don't know that I've sorted this out, but now I don't know who to trust. I got a email, we need to check the validity of your account, blah, blah, blah. My little ding ding radar didn't go off, and it just asked me to reset my password. It looked like Shopify. It came from Shopify.com. It was no like weird email thing. So I did it, and then an hour later, we've noticed you've changed your routing code information in your bank. And I'm like, no, the hell I didn't. So I get in there and I called tech support and I let them know I'd been hacked, this, that, and the other. So now I'm getting two sets of emails. One saying, we noticed you've been hacked. One saying, this is your help support center. And I don't know which one to believe is the real deal. Like, I'm just going to keep resetting my code over and over again. So I have to call them and figure it out. But here's the thing. I sell mostly through the store, not through my Shopify account. I only make sales on there. So that seems like a hell of a lot of work.
Exactly.
To hack into my Shopify account so that my payments for a random gallon of paint goes to your bank account, not mine. So they got $32.67, not me. Like, really? Brilliant thief? Could there have been?
Well, I guess if they're doing that to enough people, they're making, money off of it.
But it was so easy. I get an
seriously.
alert. A second later, this says I've changed my routing number. I mean, that just doesn't seem very stealth.
Right. So maybe it's an amateur.
If I was going to commit a crime and steal, I would hope I would be smarter about it.
Yeah, you'd be like the
I'd
Russians.
be more clever. Oh, I am watching The Americans right now. Hi, Greg. How are you? I did. I saved the day. I saved the day. Sue saved the day. Well, and Agnes saved the day because Agnes drove down. So we didn't go up through Baltimore. Agnes had to clear out her car, drive down to the shop, help me load. And then Pam shows up at 11 and we're taking all the paint. That didn't go well. What are you doing with all the paint? I love you, Pam. I was just like, she's going to be mad at me. She's not. She's not like mad.
Once she got the story.
When she got the story, she totally got it. She thinks I mess with all of our stock too much. I get a text.
What did you use
What did you
this
do with
week?
this? Where did you put that? I have my mom working for me, and I love her. Where did you put the picture frames I bought? I don't know where the picture frames are that you bought. I'm just driving in the car. Anyway, so we are going to go. What are we going to do? I think we're going to try to find our DIY sisters.
Yeah.
They're coming in from all over. Melissa Jacobson is here.
Yes.
Andrea. Andrea's here. Debbie of Debbie's Design Diary is in the house. I believe she had a late night, a long flight from Solano Beach, so she's exhausted. Kanice is here. We are waiting for our other roommate tonight, Kristen. Who else?
Becca.
And Becca. Becca's here. Right? I think that's all of us. So we're going to have a bit of a reunion.
Right.
I think right now we're going to let's go drive to Bethany.
Yeah.
We're right here. We're going to go check it out. See, I think all the stores are closed now. We slept.
Well,
We are hunting though, so I like to set an intention on a road trip.
She's real good about that. I like that.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. What about when I had you swerve twice?
Oh. It's a good thing that this part of Delaware doesn't have really heavily congested traffic like we are used to in
what's
in
the
the
first
DC area.
The first time I made you swerve. Oh, the first time I made her swerve was
This little antique
because
shop.
there was a little antique shop, and I was like, "Let's go there," because my husband, I mean, he loves me, but we're always like on a mission, like to get to the beach or get home from the beach, and I'm like, I'm so excited to go with Agnes because we can actually just stop. Like we're not in a rush. We don't have screaming children or pets or animals. We can just stop. And I saw this cute little antique store, and it was, and I was like, "Let's go," and she's like. I was like, sorry about that. And then we went to lunch, and she thought, when she said, let's go to that place we went before, she meant the coffee shop, and I meant the Italian restaurant.
Right.
So, but you'd already passed the coffee shop. So, in my defense, I think we're going to the Italian restaurant. I was like, you just missed it. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a backseat driver. No, where was I going with that? Oh, intention. So the intention I set for this trip, for my hunting, I don't need any more stuff, but I need wool sweaters. I'm having so much fun felting and creating the wreaths and rings and hats. Like, I'm going felting crazy. So, but finding wool sweaters is hard. Everything is acrylic these days. Everything. Or a poly blend. You can't felt that shit.
True.
So I'm having to look for like the old itchy sweaters that you had to wear a button down underneath.
Yeah, so Greg and Holly, maybe you could send those sweaters that you guys bought when you went to Iceland. You know, those are 100% wool.
Yeah.
Do you wear them?
Do you wear them? Can we put them in our dryer?
Washer and dryer.
Washer and dryer, washer and dryer, washer and dryer. Yes, so that's my intention. And what's your intention? What are you hunting for while we're out here with all these cool vintage shops?
Maybe some of the smaller pieces. That little antique shop, I was actually looking for a percolator. Those old-fashioned...
To use or to turn into a light?
To use.
Oh, see how my brain works?
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna wire that thing and put the light in it?
There's no light up here anymore.
Yes. Well, I'm also on the hunt just for inspiration.
Yeah.
There's no room in that car to bring back anything.
Yeah, find out what the prices are like in this area.
Low.
Mm-hmm. And but some of the places that we're intending to go back or to try and stop by on the way back to Maryland.
Yeah, Gypsy Fair.
Gypsy Fair is one, and maybe some other places on the loop. They're gonna probably be priced a little more comparable to what we're used to.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. If we come out here, like I dream of retiring and, well, not retiring, but maybe, you know, being in a coastal town and selling and just being creative, being that weird gray-haired lady, you know, with the purple streak that does the weird stuff with the tin cans. I don't know. But everything's cheaper at the beach here. So how do you, but then again, I guess the rent's cheaper. So I guess if it all goes down, you're okay. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know how people come from where we are, where we have to pay high rent and sell here the coast. It doesn't, you can't go that way.
Right.
That's why I have people coming from the coast selling in my shop.
Right. And then you have the,
You're not getting Greg's sweater.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. Yeah, Holly probably wouldn't like that either. I don't know if she wears hers, but maybe the kids. Did you buy them sweaters when you guys went? Oh, you didn't go with them though, did you? It was just
Someone
the two
will
of you.
post us some sheep. All right, you guys. So I know this is a little different. We're not DIYing for you today, but we will check in with you tomorrow at Jayne's. We did it from here because we saw we had coverage. There's very spotty coverage out here, and there's not a lot. I remember everybody trying to go live from Jayne's Reliable last year. It was a nightmare. So we will try our best. We'll at least post some pictures of what we're doing. If any of you guys know the area, we're in Bethany Beach, and if there's a place we should go check out, nope, they're 3 years old. We're not stealing your kids' sweaters. Definitely let us know. Or if there are any cool antique shops or vintage shops or even thrift shops.
Oh, yeah.
That we can go. We want to come back with ideas, inspiration, sweaters, and a percolator.
Yeah.
And good memories and really great connections. That's the other thing we wanted to say, that this is really important work as far as getting out and connecting with other people who do what we do. Mm-hmm. I was lucky enough to have Agnes, you know, come into my life this year. I mean, you come in earlier, but not in the same level, where, you know, I have a partner in crime, so to speak.
It's always good to have a partner.
It is. But I was very isolated from all the other people who are in the DIY paint world and who have the same business I do. And sometimes it's hard in my town because you're like, oh, we have people here. Hi. All right, so we're going to sign off, you guys. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Oh, wait.
The song.
The song.